It's a warm summer evening, July 9th, 2024. The sun's dipping low, casting long shadows over Ashlyn Close, a sleepy little street in Bushey, just north of London. Kids are probably kicking a ball somewhere. Folks are winding down after work. And the Hunt family's house sits there unassuming, a nice place with a garden pot out back where Louise Hunt runs her dog grooming gig. Inside, Carol Hunt, 61, is pottering around, maybe tidying up or texting her husband John, a BBC racing commentator who's out calling a race. Their daughters, Louise, 25, and Hannah, 28, aren't home yet. Louise is with her pups. Hannah's finishing up at her beauty therapy job. It's normal, peaceful, the kind of evening you don't think twice about. Until it's not. Around 2:30 p.m., a car rolls up, nothing flashy, just a guy parking nearby. Out steps Kyle Clifford, 26, a hulking figure with a rucksack slung over his shoulder. He's got a thank you card in his pocket, addressed to Carol and John, some bullshit about gratitude for their kindness. But that's not why he's here. Under that rucksack, he's hiding a 10-inch butcher's knife, sharp, serrated, the kind that cuts through meat like butter. He's got a crossbow, too, stashed in his car under a white sheet. Bolts ready to fly. This isn't a social call. It's a fucking ambush. He rings the doorbell, casual as hell. Carol answers. Maybe she recognizes him. Maybe she doesn't. He's Louise's ex. After all, dumped 13 days ago, and he's spinning a line about returning her stuff. She lets him in, trusting, unaware she's just opened the door to death. The second it shuts, he drops the act. That knife comes out fast, 8 brutal stabs, straight into Carol's chest, her stomach, her arms. Blood sprays the walls. Her screams echo through the house, high-pitched and desperate, caught on the doorbell cam. She's fighting, clawing at him, but he's relentless. 6 feet tall, ex-soldier strong, stabbing until her body goes limp, a crumpled heap on the floor, blood pooling under her like a dark, wet shadow. He stands there, breathing heavy, watching her die, then steps out to his car like nothing happened. But he's not done. Oh no, this bastard's just getting started. He grabs the crossbow, black, sleek, loaded, and heads back inside, waiting. Louise comes home around 4:11 p.m., stepping in from her garden pod, probably humming to herself, oblivious. She walks into the kitchen, and there he is, her ex, eyes cold, weapon in hand. She screams, a sound that rips through the house. More banging, shouting, chaos. He's on her in seconds, duct tape out, wrists bound tight behind her back, ankles taped, mouth gagged, so she can't call out. She's thrashing, terrified, but he's got her pinned. And then, fuck, man, he rapes her. Right there, in her own home, over hours, a sick, spiteful act while her mom's body cools nearby. Her screams turn to whimpers, her fight fades, and he's just soaking in control, the power. At 6:49 p.m., Hannah pulls up, 28, full of life, no clue what's waiting. She steps inside, sees him, and yells, "Kyle, I swear to God!" She's fast. Text her boyfriend Alex. Call police now. Kyle here. He's tying us up. But it's too late. Clifford turns, crossbow up, thwack. A bolt slams into her chest, piercing her heart, blood gushing as she staggers. She's still alive, crawling to the doorway, dialing 999, gasping his name, Kyle Clifford, before another bolt finishes her, right through her lungs. She collapses dead, her phone still clutched in her hand. Louise is next after hours of torment. He shoots her too, a bolt to the chest, blood spilling as she slumps beside her sister. 3 women, 3 lives, snuffed out in a house that's now a slaughterhouse. He wipes the knife, grabs Louise's phone, texts John pretending to be her. "What time are you home?" Then bolts. CCTV catches him climbing into his car, driving off, calm as fuck, like he's just popped the shops. The street's quiet again, but inside that house, it's a scene from a horror movie. Blood everywhere, bodies broken, a family gone. How does a guy get to this? Who the hell is Kyle Clifford? Let's rewind, man, way back to the start. 'Cause this didn't come out of nowhere. Kyle Marcus Clifford's born April 5th, 1998, in Enfield, North London, a working-class borough gritty, full of tower blocks and corner shops. His childhood's murky, not much out there, but what we got paints a picture of a kid who never quite fit. He's got an older brother, Bradley, 7 years ahead, a guy who'll later plow a car into 2 teens in 2018, killing them, landing a life sentence. Family's got a streak of trouble, and Kyle's right in the mix. Parents? Barely a whisper, maybe split, maybe distant, but he's not spilling tea about teddy bears and bedtime stories. School's a blur, too. Big kid, quiet, the kind who lurks in the back, maybe gets into scraps over dumb shit like who's got the best trainers. By his teens, he's a loner, awkward, simmering. Posts on X-Hint at a chip on his shoulder. Someone from his army days later tells his son he was immature, struggled with basic stuff, like he couldn't hack the rules. 2012, 2013, he's a juvie brushing with cops, weed possession. A scuffle, a theft, nothing sticks. Just slaps on the wrist. He's 14, 15, already testing edges. But it's small time, not screaming future killer. Yet, at 21, he joins the British Army in 2019. Queen's Dragoon Guards, a cavalry unit. Basic training's rough. He's slow to catch on, but he muscles through, passes out, gets a uniform. He's a soldier now, 6 feet of bulk, learning weapons, discipline, how to move quiet. But at a bust, he drops out in 2022. No combat, no glory, just a failed military career. As Detective Nick Gardner puts it, why'd he quit? No one's saying, but you can bet it stung. Post-Army, he's drifting. Worked security at Amstel in St. Albans. February to July 2023, 5 months, then sacked. Tries Reynolds, some warehouse gig. Fired again before the murders. He's 25, unemployed, living in a flat on Rendlesham Road, Enfield, a stone's throw from where he'll hide later. Friends call him odd, rude, arrogant. Louise tells a pal he's got a nasty temper. He's dating her by then, 18 months, starting around January 2023. She's 23, a dog groomer, sweet, grounded, living with her folks. He's smitten. Notes on his phone later say he didn't want to live without her, but he's hiding shit. 2 other girls on the side, racist rants, transphobic jabs, belittling her. She's done by June 26, 2024, dumps him flat. I'm not happy. He plays it cool, but inside, he's boiling. That breakup's the spark. 2 days later, he's online, Crossbow searches, porn, Andrew Tate videos pumping misogyny into his skull. Prosecutors say it fueled him, though the judge tosses that from trial. Too shaky. Still, he's planning. Buys a crossbow, bolts, a cocking device, a 10-inch knife, duct tape, rope, petrol, hundreds of quid on death tools. Notes on his phone spill his guts. I don't want to experience new things. I could have gone to therapy, but I don't want to. Self-pity's his jam, a jealous streak a mile wide. Louise's family backed her split, Carol, Hannah, John, all telling her to ditch him. He blames them, hates them, decides they all gotta pay. That's the why. Man, a bruised ego, a need control, a guy who'd rather kill than let go. Let's break this down, kill by kill, 'cause Clifford's not just snapping, he's orchestrating a fucking massacre. July 9th, he's up early, gears up, knife in a rucksack, crossbow in the car, thank you card as his Trojan horse. Drives from Enfield to Bushey, 20 miles, parks near Ashlyn Close by 1:40 p.m., checks the driveway. John's car's gone, good. Searches online for racing events, confirms John's out. He's meticulous, cold, a hunter stalking prey. Carol Hunt, 2:32 p.m. Rings the bell, card out, returning Louise's stuff. Carol's trusting lets him in. Door shuts, knife's out, 8 stabs, fast, ferocious. Chest, stomach, arms, blood everywhere. Her screams bouncing off the walls, caught on cam. She's fighting, but he's too strong, too quick. She's dead by 3:07 p.m. He's out, back to the car, grabbing the crossbow. No rush, no panic, just a guy on a mission. Louise Hunt, for 11 p.m. to 6:49 p.m. She's in her pod, grooming dogs, clients coming and going. He waits inside, crossbow ready. She steps in, screams, bangs. He's on her. Tapes out, wrists, ankles, mouth. Hours of hell. Rapes her, slow, deliberate. A violent act of spite, prosecutors say. She's helpless. Her mom's corpse feet away. The house a tomb. He texts John from her phone at 5:31 p.m. What time are you home? Playing her, buying time. Searches smoke detectors. Want to burn it all down, but doesn't. She's alive. Till Hannah arrives, suffering every second. Hannah Hunt, 6:49 p.m. Pulls up, walks in. Kyle, I swear to God. Sees him, freaks. Texts Alex. He's tying us up. Calls 999. Names him. Crossbow's up. Thwack. Bolt to the chest. She stumbles, bleeding. Second bolt. Lungs collapse. She's down in the doorway, dead. Louise gets hers then. Bolt to the chest. Final blow after hours of torment. He's done, wipes the knife, grabs his shit, drives off by 7 p.m. He picks the Hunts, 'cause they're Louise's world, her support, her shield. Carol's first, the gatekeeper. Louise is a target. The ex he can't lose. Hannah's collateral, wrong place, wrong time. Knife for Carol, personal, messy. Crossbow for the girls, distant, clinical, a soldier's touch. It's rage, revenge, a statement. You can't leave me. What's going on in this guy's head? Let's crack it open. Psychologically, he's a mess, jealousy, self-pity, contempt for women, a textbook narcissist with control fetish. Detective Gardner calls him underwhelming, a nobody who couldn't hack the army, jobs, life. Louise dumping him? A dent to his pride he can't swallow. Prosecutors point at Tate's misogyny vids, hours of women are property bullshit, but the judge says it's shaky proof. Still it fits. He's soaking up hate, feeding a rage that's been simmering since he was a kid, getting ignored or laughed at. He's not impulsive. Plans for days, buys gear, scopes the house. That's organized, calculated, a predator's brain. The rape? Power, not lust. Spite for her leaving, a way to own her one last time. Notes on his phone. I don't want to live without her. Scream entitlement like she's his to keep or destroy. No remorse in interviews, just sorry when caught. Choking up over his own sob story. Not their deaths. Profilers say he's got borderline traits. Rage flips fast. Empathy zero. Childhood's a guess. Brother's a killer. Home's unstable. Maybe he's bullied, rejected. Bottling it till it explodes. Army gave him skills, not purpose. Left him aimless. Dangerous. Why the Hunts? Louise is the heart. He can't have her. No one can. Carol and Hannah? They backed her, so they're targets too. It's a tantrum with weapons. A guy who'd rather kill than feel small. Sadistic? Hell yeah. Hours with Louise. Watching her suffer. Theatrical? The crossbow. The planning. He's playing a role. The wrong man striking back. A coward too. Shoots himself when cornered. Can't face the music. After the murders, he's gone. 22 hours on the run. July 10th, 6 p.m. Cops find him in Lavender Hill Cemetery, Enfield, hiding in the bushes. Armed officers close in, dog barking. He pulls the crossbow, shoots himself in the chest. Paralyzed from the chest down, he's hauled to Royal London Hospital. 10 weeks under guard, whining, what I've done is atrocious, but mostly no comment in interviews. September 16th, he's fit to talk, wheelchair, blank stare, zero answers. Trial hits Cambridge Crown Court, January 2025. Pleads guilty to 3 murders, false imprisonment, weapons charges, January 22nd. Denies raping Louise, claims it's old DNA from June 23rd. Jury's not buying it, March 6th. Guilty in 45 minutes. March 11th, Mr. Justice Ben Nathan drops the hammer. 3 whole life orders, no parole, ever. Plus 20 years for the rape, concurrent. He's 26, a husk in a chair, refusing to show up while John Hunt stares him down in spirit. Psychopath. The screams of hell, Kyle. Amy, the surviving sister, calls him a monster. He's locked in himself forever, paralyzed, alone, a coward who couldn't face them. Bushey scarred, a vigil, black armbands at races, a family shattered. John's pushing on, make the most of every day, but the pain's raw. Clifford? Hill rot, a name tied to horror, a warning. Could he kill again? Not now, but those notes, that rage, say he would've. That's the chill, man. He's done, but the darkness ain't.